You're starting. You're starting.
Lineup for Notre Dame.
What? Me? Me?
You're the announcer, I know. Hey, Matthew.
These are the Crespi starters. Write that down. Write that down. 10.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's matchup between Crespi Celts and Notre Dame Knights. I'm Duke Root here with David Galis, who will be your announcers tonight. As the game has already started and Zaire Williams takes a shot, this is it. Tonight should be a great game as both teams here are coming off a 2-game losing streak. Crespi last loss was to Harvard Westlake on Wednesday, and Notre Dame last loss came to Chaminade on Wednesday as well. David, how do you feel about this matchup tonight?
Well, it could turn out to be a good matchup. Both teams are especially well. Crespi's had a good season, 21-5 overall, and 14 and Notre Dame has been 14-10. So Crespi has had a better season, but Notre Dame has the it factor in Zaire Williams, of course, who's been on a roll this year and just goes nonstop. The starting lineup right now is for Crespi, junior Robert Power, senior Kyle Owens, senior Eli Kahn, freshman Michael Dorsey, and junior Anulawa.
And for Notre Dame, freshman Ben Schultzberg gets it started 3-0 Notre Dame. Now Zaire Williams, this is his first game since the Alemany game, the last home game. And since Zaire Williams has not played, Notre Dame has not won without him. Coming to the line for free throws is number 3, Kyle Owens, the senior, committed to Montana to continue his basketball career and hopes for the NBA.
Yeah, Kyle Owens definitely has been one of the better players for Crespi over the last few years. He's had a big impact on the team. He had a great season last year also with senior Brandon Williams, who left last year to Arizona. he's had a pretty good season as well. So Kyle Owens has really been the leader now for Crespi, and he'll have to lead himself past Williams this game.
Ben Schultzberg drives it down with the little move. Zaire almost with the dunk. Crespi's running it up at number 4, Ellis Kahn. Passes it out.
And Notre Dame's starting lineup is number 1, Zaire Williams, number 10, Julian Rishwain, number 11, Jack Abunasar, number 13, Ben Schultzberg, and number 21, Cole Goring.
For Crespi, number 55, Casey Anulolu. Looks like he almost got it, and it looks like there's about to be a push there. Zaire's getting into it with number 3, Kyle Owens.
This is definitely going to be a high-octane game. You can already tell the whole stadium is going crazy.
Castle is wild.
Notre Dame and Crespi has always been a very big rivalry game. Ever since they started with just football, it's rivaled. It's continued in course through soccer, through basketball, through volleyball. It goes nonstop throughout both schools.
Yeah, but unfortunately this year, Notre Dame didn't get to play Crespi this year in football because Crespi went down a division.
Yeah,
but,
so
and it's rejected by Julian Rishwain. Julian Rishwain runs it up, passes it out to Ben Schultzberg. Schultzberg looking for someone. Finds number 21, Cole Goring, passes it to Zaire, misses it.
Zaire will be fouled right here.
Crespi, the players on the field have been talking it up a lot between each other to get their momentum right and just talk it over, make sure they don't mess up, and give Zaire some easy buckets. Zaire Williams some easy buckets, or Julian Rishwain some easy buckets as well.
Yeah, of course. I mean, when you come to the Castle, it's already a hard game for any player or any team in general. It's a very loud crowd here. But especially now that Crespi's here, and it's just a big rivalry game, the Castle is going to be extra loud. All the other fans will be extra loud. So it's definitely going to be a hard task for Crespi going away today.
Now Zaire, his most recent offer came from North Carolina, as he makes his second free throw but misses his first one. Now a three-point game. North Carolina, of course, one of the most prestigious schools that you can go to for college basketball. Crespi passing it in to the Montana commit, number 3, Kyle Owens. Bunasar is looking around for some options. Can't find anybody at the moment, but passes it to Rishwain. Rishwain to Williams. Williams to Schultzberg. Schultzberg back to Rishwain. Rishwain back to Schultzberg for 3. No, thank you. Here comes Rubber Power, bringing it up for Crespi. Power again looking for options.
Both teams trying to get off to a hot start right now. It's right now, of course, 4-3. So, I mean, they're going head-to-head at the moment.
It's a one-point game. As Robert Power takes the 3, misses it. But Crespi gets the rebound, and it's for number 3, Kyle Owens, and he makes it.
Silky 3 from Kyle Owens. That's the last 5 points going to Crespi from Kyle Owens himself. He looks to be on a hot start at the moment.
Rishwain for a deep 3, misses it. Here comes Power bringing it up. Tonight is senior night for both teams, as this is Crespi's last game for the year. But Notre Dame, they get one more away game against St. John Bosco in a few days. Notre Dame has 10 seniors this year, whereas Crespi has only 2, including Kyle Owens.
It's kind of crazy how Notre Dame has 10 seniors this year, and 3 started with Cole Goring, Jack Abunasar, and Julian Rishwain, but now about two substitutions came in with number 2 Brandon Perez for Ben Schultzberg and number 23 Alex Blanco in for number 21 Cole Goring.
Crespi takes the lead with 2 by 2. Number 21 for Crespi, Mason Dorsey, gets it stolen by Zaire Williams, but it gets stolen back by Power. For a little jelly was Casey Anulu, and he makes it.
Definitely a tough task there right now. It was a deep battle there. But in the end, number 55, Anulawa, was able to get back the rebound and get the 2 points.
Rishwain down the alley with the layup, and one for Notre Dame. Rishwain will take his free throw. Of course, Rishwain will be heading to Boston College next year to continue his NCAA career, I should say. But
yeah, I mean, Junior Schwein has been a staple for Notre Dame basketball for a long time now. So he's definitely going to be one of the seniors that everyone is going to be sad to see go. But they've had a fun ride with him here, and he'll definitely be happy to go to Boston College next year.
Rishwain makes his free throw. Here comes number 21, Mason Dorsey, dribbling around. Good defense for Notre Dame so far, even though they don't have the lead. But here comes Power with the three. He misses it. Big time rebound by number 23, Alexander Blanco. Here comes Rishwain taking it up. Rishwain back to Perez. Perez for three. No good. Williams with the great defense. Keeps him trapped. Looks like Notre Dame's having a full court press. They want to travel, and they did it. This crowd is wild so far, with only 3 minutes and 14 seconds left in the first quarter.
Notre Dame is pressing hard. You could see there. Williams saw that right there, number one, Robert Power. He was losing the ball, so he immediately came up on him and gave him that press, and that made him lose the ball there.
Rishwain passes it to Perez. Perez with the layup, and he gets it. 1 point lead for Notre Dame now after Brandon Perez's, the freshman, his layup. Here comes Power bringing it up again. Starting point guard for this Crespi team. Here looks like number 21, Mason Dorsey, standing around looking for the ball. Gives it to Power. Power with the layup. No, thank you. Oh, man. Wow.
There was no getting past Williams on that one. That was a complete, it looked like he came out the game and decided to join the volleyball team there.
Man, that was a tough one. Here's number 10, Josh Montiano with it. The Crespi team's kind of panicking. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. 3, 2, 1. But Kyle Owens gets the layup. Solid layup for Kyle Owens there.
Kyle Owens with another great inside play. We've seen already over the course of this early game that Kyle Owens really loves to go inside. That's really his place to be.
It's out of bounds against Crespi, against Kyle Owens. Looks like it's going to be number 11, Jacob Bunasar. Pass it in. Passes it to Rishwain. Rishwain to Williams. Williams with the three-pointer. Does not get it. Looked like a little scramble for the ball by Owens, but Owens is able to pick it up. Here comes Dorsey. Dorsey is one of the starting guards for this Celt team, led by Coach Russell White. We have a sub for Crespi, as checking into the game is number 13, Kevin Jones. Taking out number 55, Al Anuoa. Probably messed up that name. Here comes Jones checking into the game right now, already getting some action. That was number 4, Khan. For the shot was Owens. Who else? Abunasar's taking up the court. Looking for his options. Pass it to Blanco. Blanco back to Abunasar for 3. No good. Oh, but there's a foul on Blanco there. Looks like it was a loose ball foul. And checking back into the game is number 13, Ben Schultzberg for Jacob Bunasar, and also number 32, Robert Leviton for Blanco.
Now, at the moment right now for Notre Dame, we have 2 very interesting players. Number 2, Brandon Perez, and number 13, Ben Schultzberg, both freshmen right now, and both were starting in the game against Alemany. So you can see that Coach Matt Sargent really trusts these two freshmen to lead the way for the future of Notre Dame basketball. As we know, there are 10 seniors leaving this year, so he's definitely going to have to find some new people to take that job.
As there's a foul call on Kyle Owens for Crespi. Rishwain with the layup. Oh, it goes out of the way and hits a band member. Hits his stand. Looks like everything's okay, though.
The band has to watch out. They definitely want to give us a show during halftime and during the whole game. They're one of the more lively parts of high school games. You always want to see how loud the band can get.
No, nice drums goes a long way. Comes number 10, Josh Montiano. Passes it to number 4, Ellis Kahn. Kahn looking for his options. Passes it back to Montiano. Montiano passes it to Dorsey. Dorsey to Kahn. Kahn back to Dorsey. So it's stolen by the freshman, number 2, Brandon Perez. Perez is slowing down the tempo for Notre Dame. It's a pick from Williams. Perez with the little fadeaway. He gets it. 1 point game now for Notre Dame as they have the lead 11-10 with 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Looks like Crespi's gonna just get the buzzer beater and get out of here. But they're bubbling around. They get the layup up and it's good by number 21, Mason Dorsey. Zaire with the full quarter. Oh, almost. So last week, Notre Dame got blown out by Chaminade with a score of 72-57. But Crespi, they were in a close game last week with Harvard Westlake as they lost 71-68. Harvard Westlake's a really great team so far. Got some great additions like Johnny Juzong, players like that.
Yeah, it was definitely an exciting game for Notre Dame and Chaminade. And also Crespi with their last game as well. So definitely it's been
so we're taking a picture right now, but he's back. So checking into the game is number 3, Bryce Cooper, taking out Julian Rishwain. And also in the game is number 21, Cole Goring, back in the game, took out Zaire Williams, giving Williams the break that he deserves. Coming into the game, we knew he would be limited, but he's played the whole first quarter so far. Here comes Perez. Perez passes it to Schultzberg. Schultzberg bringing it down the middle. And we have a call. Looks like it's going to be on Notre Dame, so it'll be Crespi's ball. Passing it in is number 10, Josh Montiano. He passes it to number 12, Colin Weems. Weems looking for some options. Pass it to Montiano. Montiano passes it to number 1, Power, but he loses it. It'll be out of bounds on Crespi. Notre Dame ball. Schultzberg's gonna pass it in. Gives it to his other freshman on varsity, Perez. Perez passes it. It's Cole Goring ball. Passes it out. Here's Perez making some moves. Gives it to number 3, Bryce Cooper. Bryce Cooper passes it to Ben Schultzberg. Schultzberg loses it, but he looks like he tried to get it back. What an effort there for Schultzberg. But it looks like it's going to be Crespi ball. Oh, checking into the game is number 10, Julian Rishwain. Number 1, Zaire Williams. And number 12, Elijah Pack. Taking out Brandon Perez, Robert Leviton. And, yep.
Definitely right now, Coach Sargent is going to want to play as many seniors as he can, but also it's a very important game Notre Dame always wants to win against Crespi, and Crespi always wants to win against Notre Dame. So it's very important for both teams to try as hard as they can.
Looks like we have a travel on number 1 for Crespi, Robert Power. It'll be Notre Dame's ball. Castle's chanting fundamentals. If Crespi makes even the slightest mistake, the Castle will figure it out, and they will actually just keep talking about it the whole game. Zaire goes for a baseline shot, but he doesn't get it, but Notre Dame gets it back. Schultzberg for 3, he gets it! Schultzberg has been on a roll so far tonight. And here comes Power. Power passes it out, and it was for 3. Number 12, Colin Reams, he gets it. Zaire Williams bringing it up, passes it to Rishwain.
It's definitely a back and forth battle right now between both teams at 14 and 15 right now. Well, now 16 and 15. It's definitely just a back and forth game. Now we're still in the second quarter and they still can't get enough of each other.
That was Schultzberg for a mid-range shot. Schultzberg steals it, gets it, but it looks like he's fouled. But it'll still stick with Notre Dame. Schultzberg's been on a roll, not giving up on any play. Checking into the game is number 11, the captain, Jack Abunassar, taking out number 12, Elijah Pack, the senior. Giving it to Ben Schultzberg. Schultzberg passes it to Rishwain, Rishwain to Williams. Williams to Schultzberg. For a 3, 21 Cole Gorin gets fouled, so Cole Gorin will check to the line for 3 free throws. So it's going to be number 21 Cole Gorin going to the line for some free throws.
Now Coltrane Goring has also been a great senior, or a senior overall, for Notre Dame. He's had good seasons on varsity, and he's definitely also been a staple for the basketball team. Everyone knows him as one of the big players on campus, so he's definitely left his mark on the Notre Dame basketball team as much as he could.
Gorin made his second one, missed his first one. 2-point game, Notre Dame with the lead.
Now, I think one of the most interesting things that happened to Notre Dame over the last few weeks is one of our old alums, Rami Malek, who starred in Oscar-nominated Best Picture Bohemian Rhapsody, won a Golden Globe for Best Actor, and he also got nominated for an Oscar for Best Actor as well. So we have to give props to Rami Malek for putting Notre Dame on the map as much as he could.
Congratulations to Rami Malek for a great film. And also he won a Golden Globe for Best Actor too. So congratulations to Rami Malek on all of your successes so far after leaving Notre Dame. For 3, we have number 12, Colin Reams. He made it. Crespi also has a strong representation of students from both Crespi and Louisville, their sister school. As Williams passes it to Abunassar, wide open for 3. Oh, off the backboard.
Yeah, even though it is at Notre Dame, Crespi definitely brought the firepower. They also brought as many students as they can, so it's definitely an uphill battle for Notre Dame because Crespi brought the firepower with them as well.
Dorsey missed the layup. Here comes Rishwain bringing it up, making some moves. Loses the ball for a second, but gets it back. Rishwain still keeping the ball, passes it to Schultzberg. Schultzberg loses it. Out of bounds on Notre Dame. Crespi ball.
Small slip up there by Schultzberg. But now Notre Dame will take a timeout. We are now 4 minutes and 30 seconds away from the second half. It is 17 and 18, Notre Dame Crespi, and it's been a very tight game here at Notre Dame.
Now, Crespi, they have some great alums, basketball-wise, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast. Brandon Williams graduated last year, now at University of Arizona, where he's starting basketball player.
Yeah. And Crespi themselves have had great basketball alums overall. Jeremy King of 2008 class plays in the Philippines, and London Parentes of the class of 2013 had a very successful career at Virginia, and also was on the Cleveland Cavaliers for a little bit. So he's definitely had a great career, or he's having a great career for himself in the NBA, and also he had a great career in college.
And here at Crespi, here comes Kahn looking for some options. Passes it to Weems. Weems to the big man Owens. To Dorsey. We have a foul in the play. Foul called on Zaire Williams. Looks like Crespi will be inbounding the ball, not doing free throws. So here comes number 21, Mason Dorsey, passes it to Kyle Owens. So here comes Kahn. Oh, and it looks like something happened. It looks like travel. It's going to be Notre Dame ball. As you can see, Zaire Williams was asking for the travel, and he got it. So here comes the Bundesar passing it in to Ben Schultzberg. And he passes it right back.
Yeah, Zaire Williams has had a bit of a quiet night tonight, but also because he's nursing that swollen ankle that he had. That's the main reason why he sat out the Chaminade game. So he might not have a huge night tonight, but he'll still have some kind of impact on the floor.
Here comes Williams, passes it out to Goring. Goring for three. No good. Here comes Crespi's number 21, Mason Dorsey. Until he's slowing down the tempo. They're all tired after a solid few minutes of basketball. We have a whistle blown. See who it's on. It looks like it's on Crespi. Or it's going to be on Notre Dame. Crespi ball for free throws, it looks like. Looks like for number 12, Colin Weems, the sophomore, will be taking free throws. Checking into the game is number 2, Brandon Perez. Taking out number 21, Cole Goring. It's going to be Notre Dame's ball after that. What looked like it was out of bounds on Notre Dame. The referee's going to give it to them. So Zaire Williams will pass it in to Bundesar. Bundesar's going to take it up, do a little dribbles. Pass it to Rishwain. We got another whistle. Rishwain takes a shot for no reason, but missed it. Seeing what the whistle is on. Looks like it will stay with Notre Dame. So it'll be Notre Dame's ball with 3 minutes and 10 seconds left. Zaire Williams with the mid-range, airballs it. Bundesar gets the rebound though. Perez for three, doesn't get it. Here comes Kyle Owens with the rebound. He's gonna bring it up for Crespi. The Celts are 21-5 on the year and 3-2 in league, as this is a must-win game for Notre Dame, because if they win, they'll need some help from the outside. They'll need help from Chaminade, I believe, to get into the league playoffs, which will be next week. As Crespi makes a shot, here comes Perez for a mid-range, but he misses it. Here comes Dorsey, bringing it up for the Celts. Dorsey passes it to Weems. Oh, and Zaire looks like he's trying to get it. And it looks like he got it. Another gonna give it to Crespi. Zaire was really hustling to get that, but he didn't get it. The Crespi side is chanting overrated for Zaire Williams.
Yeah,
that's a bold move.
Yeah, even though we're not at Crespi, it's getting really loud in here from both sides. You don't want to be in the middle of these two crowds of some kind of altercation happen. But hopefully nothing will happen tonight. Everyone just wants to see a great show tonight.
Colin Weems misses the three-pointer. Here comes Rishwain. Rishwain passes it to Blanco. Blanco for three. Doesn't get it. But Zaire with the putback. With the man with the dunk. He silenced the Crespi crowd. He just went shh. It's now a 1-point game. Crespi's lead. Oh, and number 21, Mason Dorsey, loses the ball. This Notre Dame side is getting loud right now. The castle is loud. The parents are loud. Everyone is loud.
We can see Zaire Williams has definitely arrived. The instant he got the ball on that putback, the entire place, the entire court got up and started going crazy.
That is right. Now Castle's cheering. We can't hear you to the Crespi side. Here comes Schultzberg bringing it up. It's a backcourt violation on Schultzberg. Coach Sargent is not happy with that call. But they're just going to wipe it off. And it looks like Brandon Perez will be checking in for his freshman buddy, number 2, Brandon Perez. Here comes Colin Weems bringing it up. Weems got some dribble moves. Passes it to Anulua.
1 minute and 17 seconds now into the second quarter, almost a second half. 19 and 20, still a very high contested game. Not many points scored, but Notre Dame will get the steal back here.
Here for three, no good. But Blanco gets a putback rebound. Notre Dame with the lead by 1 point.
2 putbacks in a row for Notre Dame. Notre Dame is trying to take over on the glass here.
Here comes Weems bringing it up again. Weems gives it to Dorsey. Dorsey to Kahn. Kahn with the ball. Here comes Anulua. Here comes Weems. Weems passes to the corner. It looks like it's going to be a kick ball violation. But it's going to be a timeout call on the Notre Dame side. And guess who's in, folks? It is Daniel Fitzmaurice, or Fitzy as we like to call him. As he'll take out Zaire Williams. Also exiting the game is Jacob Bunasar for number 5, Ryan Hicks.
The man of the hour is here, number 54, Daniel Fitzmaurice. And we all know why he's the man of the hour, because during the Alemany game, he scored one of the best layups of the year. The entire castle went crazy. And now he's going to get more playing time in senior night for them. So Coach Sargent's definitely going to want Fitzy to have a little bit more time than he has this year.
Fitzy is doing lockdown D on KC, Anulua. Here comes Kondo. Fitzy guarding right now. Here we have Kyle Owens. 10 seconds left. It looks like Kyle Owens is going to get the buzzer beater. And he shoots it. It's no good. But that's going to be the first half. That's it here for the first half. 21-20, Notre Dame. Fitzy gets his playing time. They all get their shared playing time. So we'll be back for the second half before second half tip-off. That's it for right now. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are at capacity. If you leave, you may not get back in. You will be back.
Welcome back to the game, as it's a 21-20 game here with the Notre Dame Knights leading, as the Castle just did the infamous Hey Knights. So we're getting ready to start here at the gym of Notre Dame High School in beautiful Sherman Oaks, California.
Definitely an understatement. It's great here in Sherman Oaks, and it's been a contested game today. Still 21-20, pretty low scoring.
Pretty defensive battle so far.
Very defensive battle. And we're now in the third quarter with 8 minutes for each quarter. So we'll be going straight into it with Crespi now.
Here's when the best of the players really shine, is in the end, when everyone's tired. This is when they show how great in shape they are and how they can just last for so long. As Owens takes it, gets stolen. It's loose ball. Schultzberg gets it. Pass it to Williams. Williams in the corner. Schultzberg for three. Oh, bobbled out, then bobbled in, and then bobbled right back out.
Yeah, right now, both Notre Dame and Crespi are missing some chances, but mostly it's just because both teams have been playing extremely well defense. Definitely.
Oh, something's really bad right now.
We're definitely going to need a few minutes for that one from number 21, Coltrane Goring.
Cole Gorey just hopped over Kyle Owens, but he landed really badly as the training staff comes on to make sure he's okay. Let's hope he is. As he gets back up, he's walking with no assistance. Looks like he's okay. Woof.
Definitely a bit of a crazy foul there. Straight up went all the way over Kyle Owens.
Escaped something really bad.
Very good that he didn't sustain any extra damage or anything. And we hope we don't see that anymore. But that's just sometimes how the game goes. Sometimes it gets a little dangerous.
Looks like they're just going to take him out just for safety reasons, and they're going to bring in Alexander Blanco, number 23. Crespi's going to take some free throws with the Montana commit, Kyle Owens. Here comes Owens with his first one. He misses it. One more after this one for Owens. Owens and Power, number 1 and number 3 on Crespi, those are the only two players who are averaging double-digit points, as he misses his second free throw.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Kyle Owens actually leads the team right now in scoring with 17.7 points per game. So he's definitely the scoring outburst that Crespi has in every game.
As Richwain misses the three. Here comes number 21, Mason Dorsey. Passes it out and all around. Looks like it's going to be Casey Anuoba with the two. Here comes Abunasar, bringing it in. Abunasar passes a little bit over for Zaire Williams. It's going to be Crespi ball after that overthrown pass by Abunasar, intended for number 1, Zaire Williams.
Yeah, we've been 2 minutes into this third quarter already, and only 2 points have been scored overall. And that was from Crespi, from Casey Anuloa with that last layup. So really, it's because both of these teams have very high scoring people, with Kyle Owens on Crespi and Zaire Williams on Notre Dame, as Zaire there gets the rebound. But there really hasn't been anything this game.
Zaire misses that, but Schultzberg gets the putback, and it's good for Notre Dame's points. Before that, number 21 for Crespi, Mason Dorsey, missed his layup.
That's about the third putback and second chance points that Notre Dame has gotten this game. Notre Dame has just been on the offensive glass no matter what. They really want to get those second chance points.
Comes Williams with the shot. Misses it. Here comes Mason Dorsey running it up for Crespi. Dorsey looking for his options. And he passes it to Power. Power to Owens. Owens with a wobbly pass to KC Anulawoa for the 2. And here comes the freshman Brandon Perez. Bringing it out, passes it to Rishwain. Rishwain stuffed in the corner, but gets out of it. Ball's out, Rishwain gets it back. Schultzberg in to Zaire Williams for 3. Doesn't make it. Outside it's going to be Notre Dame's ball. It's going to stay with Notre Dame on this side of the court. Just checking into the game for Crespi is number 13, Kevin Jones, for number 21, Mason Dorsey. So Crespi's student section was saying overrated to Zaire Williams, but now Notre Dame, the Castle, they're saying, where's your 5-star?
The Castle has no sense of danger. If Crespi gives us something, or if Crespi gives Notre Dame something, Notre Dame will fight right back. Notre Dame is not afraid of Crespi at all. They know that they know, as Crespi said, that they called Zaire Williams overrated, but there's no reason to, because as Notre Dame said, they have no all-star.
Ellis Collins just made that 3-pointer after Brandon Perez made the layup for Notre Dame. Here's Rishwain looking around. Keeps it for the layup. Oh, another scary fall. Looks like Rishwain's okay, though, which is another great sight to see that 2 times Notre Dame's been able to avoid some serious injuries.
Yeah, there's been 2 crazy kind of plays right there, 2 people falling. It's been really on the beat down between the 2 teams. They've really been getting inside each other's head and physically into each other as well. There's no stopping the 2. They just will go at each other the entire game.
As Rishwain exits the game for number 32, Tyler Ganem. Perez loses his guy for a second, but gets him back. Here comes Power, passes it to Kahn. Kahn dribbling around. Looks like there's another call. And it looks like it's going to go Crespi's way.
I mean, one thing I was watching there is number 1, Zaire Williams. He was kind of camping in the key there on Crespi's side. He doesn't have a lot of time there. I know he was trying to be an inside presence, but at some point he has to move out and try and get on the wings as well.
Kyle Owens looking for something, but it looks like it's going to be a foul on Crespi. It's going to be Notre Dame's ball. Here comes Ganem, passing it into Abunassar. Abunassar is going to run it up the court. Abunassar passes it to Ganem. Ganem back to Abunassar. Abunassar to Williams. Williams to Abunassar. Abunassar to Williams. Williams with a shot, and he gets it. Of course he does. Tie game now here at Sherman Oaks, as both Notre Dame and Crespi are tied at 27 all.
Yeah, right now it's 3 minutes and 13 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Both teams tied at 27. And even though Williams isn't having the biggest game of the year, you can still see the flashes of his greatness every now and then.
As Kyle Owens makes that contested layup, which gives it a 2-point lead for Crespi, but Williams looking to answer it. He doesn't. And it's going to be Notre Dame's ball. Notre Dame's ball after the little mix-up over there in the corner. Looks like checking into the game. Number 21, Mason Dorsey, for the big man, number 3, Kyle Owens, and also number 12, Colin Weems is entering the game.
Now, Mason Dorsey is very special, or a few people on Crespi's team are very special, as Crespi also has 3 freshmen on their team, including number
21, Mason
number
Dorsey.
21, Mason Dorsey, number 10, Josh Montiano, and number 33, Dylan Hoyt. So, just as Notre Dame has Brandon Perez and Ben Schultzberg, Crespi has those 3 as well. Then Mason Dorsey, as well as Josh Montiano, have played a lot throughout this entire game. So, Crespi's coach, Russell White, has a lot, has given these three freshmen a lot of game time because he really trusts them.
We haven't seen Dylan Hoyt, number 33, the other freshman, as much as we would think if there's a freshman on varsity, because definitely if there's a freshman on varsity, he's good enough to be playing. Like, as we can see with Notre Dame, it's Ben Schultzberg and Brandon Perez. They're playing most of the game, if not all of the game. So it'll be Notre Dame's ball. Back here on Notre Dame's side, looking to get some points, maybe tie up the game, or even get the lead with a three-pointer. It's going to be Abunasar passing it in. Passes it to Williams. Williams gives it to Ben Schultzberg. Ben Schultzberg looking around, can't find anybody. Looks like Crespi's defense is playing zone. Schultzberg moving around, gives it to Abunasar. Abunasar gives it back to Schultzberg. Schultzberg wasn't ready for the pass though. Here comes Abunasar. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Schultzberg still looking around. Great defense for Crespi so far. Williams for three. Doesn't get it. Zaire Williams, he has not made a field goal this whole game. As Crespi's student section is still chanting overrated.
Yeah, there's been a lot of turnovers overall on this game. Both teams really trying to get some kind of hold on the ball, but they keep losing it at different points.
Here comes the freshman Mason Dorsey. Bring it up. Pass it to number 4, Ellis Kahn. Kahn looking around. Gives it to none other than Kyle Owens. Notre Dame's ball. Williams bringing it up. Williams at the fadeaway. Oh, and something, another bad fall, but it looks like Williams is not okay now. But he's getting up. He's okay. That's the third time this quarter that someone's been falling.
Williams took a hard fall there, but he's had a little bit of a rough time this last few weeks with his swollen ankle, but it looks like he's completely ready. He's completely okay, and that he's ready to get back into it. Now, with Zaire Williams, he's been a very sought after athlete this year in the class of 2020. Just over the summer, he raised himself to the top 20 or the top 25 nationally in the class of 2020. So he's really had just a great summer overall, and he's now gotten offers from Stanford and also the University of North Carolina, which just goes to show how much of a talent Zaire really is.
Zaire Williams made both of his free throws. Instead, checking into the game is number 11, Jack Abunasar, for number 2, Brandon Perez. Looks like Crespi's going to run it up fast, but we've got a timeout call for Crespi, as it's now tied game 29-29 with 1 minute and 53 seconds left in the third quarter. It's been a really low-scoring game so far. The defenses for both teams have really shown out.
Yeah, both of these teams have only been able to score around 9 to 8 points in just this whole quarter. That means at least 1 point per minute. It's pretty crazy to think that it's only been 1 point each minute, but that's just how hard these guys play. Now, we want to give a special congratulations to the girls' varsity basketball team who defeated Flint Ridge Sacred Heart last night by the score of 53-27. With the win, the Lady Knights remained in a first-place tie with Marymount, and this sets up a winner-take-all game against Marymount on Tuesday at ND for their senior night. So if you want to see even more amazing basketball from Notre Dame, be sure to check out girls basketball next Tuesday as they will go up against first-place tied Marymount. It's going to be a very exciting game, just as much as this game was, or is, in retrospect.
Yeah. So here we have Power. Power's dribbling around. Looks like brings it in, but passes it back out to Dorsey. Dorsey looking around, asking someone to move, and he passes it to number 12, Colin Weems. And it looks like it's going to be out of bounds on Notre Dame. Crespi ball. Now, Crespi has been able to draw some fouls tonight. Mostly Kyle Owens has been going to the line a lot, scoring their first 3 points for Crespi tonight.
Yeah, now, Kyle Owens, he's a force on the inside of the key and the paint. So whenever he goes inside, he's immediately looking for some kind of contact because he knows with his ability to to do layups and dunks and just overall on the inside, he can find some kind of contact through the Notre Dame defenders.
And it looks like it's going to be a shot clock violation on Crespi. It's going to be Notre Dame's ball as Jack Abunasar is going to pass it in for the Knights.
Notre Dame just applying the pressure over and over again. This whole game, you've been seeing pressure on pressure on pressure from both teams. But right now, Notre Dame is trying to capitalize on it, but still it's 29-29. So we're still trying to see if anyone can really run off with the defense that they're imposing on the other team.
Here comes Schultzberg. Pass it to Abunasar. Abunasar brings it in. Pass it to Rishwain. Rishwain with the mid-range shot, and he gets it. He gets it. 31-29. Notre Dame with 57 seconds left in this third quarter of play.
One of Rishwain's signature moves, the little fadeaway mid-range. It's an easy make for him every time he goes for those.
Looks like it's going to be a backcourt violation. Oh, wait. It's like, I'm not sure what's the call on the court, but it looks like it will remain with Crespi. It will be Crespi ball for now.
You can really see that Kyle Owens and Zaire Williams are going to be in a fight this entire game. They're the two big stars for both teams. So they're going to go head-to-head because they both want to prove who's the best.
This here is has number 12 Colin Weems with the three-pointer, but he misses it. As Ben Schultzberg gets it, they're going to slow down the tempo, maybe get the last shot of this third quarter. Zaire Williams looks like he's just going to hold it for a couple more seconds, maybe get the last shot of the quarter, so Crespi doesn't have a chance. And they can go into the fourth quarter with maybe a 4-point or even 5-point lead. Oh, and Zaire Williams falls. Going to be a foul on Crespi. Looks like number 3, Kyle Owens, is really mad about that call. Doesn't think he did anything. There's now 11 seconds left in the third quarter as Crespi's trying to do a quick substitution. As number 3, Kyle Owens, goes out of the game for number 21, Mason Dorsey, the freshman.
Now you saw that Zaire was asking for that quick isolation because he knows himself and his entire team that Zaire will thrive in those isolation
We got
plays.
another foul. Looks like Zaire's got poked in the eye, maybe. Crespi Celts coach, Russell White, he's angry after all these calls. It looks like Abunasar's going to pass it in with 6 seconds left in the third quarter. Rishwain lifting around. Rishwain passes it to Abunasar. Abunasar for the layup. Doesn't get it, but Perez tried to get the putback, but doesn't get it. Notre Dame wanted a foul there, but the refs didn't call it because time ran out. So it's now 31-29 Knights at the end of the third quarter.
So now we're into the fourth quarter. It's a deciding quarter. 8 minutes left, 31 points, 29 points. Duke, what do you think might take away the winner here?
I think it really depends on whose defense really plays out and whose star of both teams really shows out in this last quarter. But my pick is Notre Dame's going to take away with the W and maybe throw in some seniors in for their last game at home.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a tough one. I can't really decide at the moment. They're both such good teams, have been played so well today that it really seems that it will come down to the last second. It might come down to a last-minute Kyle Owens or Zaire Williams shot, or just a random shot in general. So we definitely have to see how this ending will play out. We've got another 8 minutes. Anything can happen in these 8 minutes. So we'll just have to wait and see as the fourth quarter starts.
Looks like Castle leader JT Machuca is asking for the Castle to do some sort of little dance. On this side, it's the wave. They're getting mad. It's time for fourth quarter of high school basketball on senior night. Here we go.
Oh, senior JT Machuca, even though he hasn't been on all the sports teams here at Notre Dame, everybody knows him as the leader of the Castle. every varsity game that he can, he will come and he will support as much as he can Notre Dame. And he's been a staple of, and that's been a staple of him for these last 4 years. So Notre Dame will dearly miss him and his high-octane energy every time a game is about to play.
Colin Weems misses that three-pointer. Here's Richmond with the mid-range. Gets it. Yes, please. 33-29 lead for the Knights.
Julian Richwain with a silky move and the nice mid-range deadly.
Notre Dame's asking for the crowd to get into it. Oh, and it looks like it's foul. It'll be on this Crespi Celts, and it's Notre Dame's ball. Richwain calls that foul.
Richwain, 2 great plays over the last 2 possessions. Great mid-range shot, and then a charge foul on Crespi's Casey Anulua. So great stuff by Julian Richwain right now. I think Julian might want to be showing why he got committed to Boston College and why he's such a great player right now.
So here comes Richwain, speaking of him, with the three-pointer. Gets it and one! Three-pointer and one. It's going to be maybe a 4-point play for Julian Richwain. This crowd is alive.
Oh, it's Julian Richwain's moment right now. That three-pointer went off. He knew that was going in. He shot straight up and knew that was going in. He knows that his three-pointers are silky smooth and there'll be nothing to stop them.
Zaire Williams talking to the rest of the team. They have a solid lead right now. 7-point lead pending the free throw. Maybe even 8-point lead, and they don't want to break it. And now it is an 8-point lead.
It's only been a minute into the 4th quarter and Notre Dame is already taking over. They're about to get a 10-point lead. It's about to be a 10-point lead for Notre Dame at the moment because they're just taking over.
So here comes Kyle Owens bringing it in with the fadeaway. Doesn't get it. Zaire Williams gets the rebound after Brendan Perez bobbles it. Here comes Richwain's been on a roll in this 4th quarter. Richwain looking for his options. Passes it out to Ben Schultzberg for 3. Doesn't get it. So close. But they get the rebound, Notre Dame. Schultzberg passes it out to Richwain. Richwain shoots it anyway, but he airballs it. So it's going to be timeout called by Crespi after that out of bounds on Notre Dame. So it'll be Crespi ball after this timeout.
So right now it is 6 minutes and 25 seconds into the 4th, or left in the 4th quarter. It is Notre Dame 37 and Crespi 29. It's been a great game, or it's been a great start to the 4th quarter. Notre Dame just taking over, especially from Julian Richwain. A nice 2-pointer, a charge foul on the other end, and then a 3-pointer with the foul, bringing up the 4-point play. So great stuff by Julian Richwain at the beginning. But we're hoping Notre Dame is going to be hoping that he's going to be able to keep that up for the rest of the quarter to finish off this game.
Both teams are talking it over, getting ready for this last 6 minutes left of some solid basketball, as we hope. So here we go. Notre Dame's onto the court first. Crespi still talking it over. You know that they're getting all the seconds worth of this timeout that they called.
Yes, definitely. Both teams are going to be looking for as much second or as much time as they can throughout this last quarter, especially Crespi is now they are facing a deficit.
Crespi's still in the huddle.
Now, one of the big things that's happening at Notre Dame soon is, of course, the winter formal. And this year's theme is the masquerade ball. So to all Notre Dame students, Junior ASB will be hosting this event from 8 to 11 in the gym on Saturday. So don't remember, you can still buy tickets at the door for $25 for a single person and $50 for a couple. So make sure you are there for Notre Dame's winter formal masquerade ball.
As Ben Schultzberg blocks up that pass and down under the hoop, Zaire Williams with the ball. Pass it to Richwain. Richwain moving around, can't find anything. Passes it deep to Brendan Perez. Ben Schultzberg looking like he tried to get something. Oh, and here's number 1, Robert Power. Gets it. It is now a 5-point game as Crespi is cutting the lead close. Here comes Zaire Williams bringing up the ball, looking to see if they can stop this lead that Crespi has started. Shoots for 3, and he gets it. And it's now an 8-point game after that Zaire Williams three-pointer. Now, Zaire Williams is one of those players that can do it anywhere. He can shoot threes, he can dunk, as we can see. He can just go all around, good at defense, as you can see just now. Here comes both freshmen double teaming, leaving a man open, which is number 12, Colin Williams, but he doesn't get it, and it's going to be out of bounds. Crespi ball. Out of bounds on Notre Dame, and is now Crespi ball. 4 minutes, 58 seconds left in the game. Notre Dame with an 8-point lead, looking to make it a deeper lead and secure this game pretty soon.
Yeah, they're never going to need to secure it. Crespi is going to try everything in their might to get back into this game. After that, Zaire.
And one! He gets it. The nice move all around layup. And with the foul, here comes the and one for Zaire Williams.
Not only did Zaire get the and one, he was definitely going for that jelly on the layup, and he definitely succeeded in that. Zaire Williams, even though he's not had the greatest game as last time he played against Alemany, he got 28 points. He's still putting in, or 32 points. He's still having a pretty good game. He's definitely pushing Notre Dame to as far as they can right now against their crossroad rivals, Crespi.
As he makes his free throw, Ben Schultzberg's stomping on the court, getting the crowd nuts. So Crespi calls another timeout. Within 2 minutes, if that, really. As both teams are going to talk it over some more, as Notre Dame has an 11-point lead now after Zaire Williams and one little layup jelly thing.
It's definitely Notre Dame's time right now. The castle's alive, the team is alive, they're both going as hard as they can. Now Crespi will have to find some kind of way to get through this wall that they're facing. Not only do they have to get through the actual players, they have to get through the castle itself, which feels like a force at times that's just pushing down on Crespi's team.
So here comes Notre Dame. They're back on the floor before Crespi again. Notre Dame, they feel confident so far, but they still want to get some extra points, play some great defense, so they can secure this win over the rival Crespi Carmelite High School. Here comes Colin Williams, passed it all around. Here's Power. Power looking around. Power with the shot. Doesn't make it. Ball's out. Brandon Perez gets it. Passes it to Zaire Williams. They're going to slow down the tempo. They don't want to chew clock. So Crespi, if they do get more opportunities, they won't have as much time left. Oh, and Zaire just barely missed that free throw, or that layup. But he's still going to go to the line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, 2 trips to the line now in a row for Zaire Williams. He's been going deep inside. I think he's realized that for this game, he's going to need to go inside instead of going for the outside shot. He's really taking advantage of that now. He's just too big for the other players at times. Of course, he is 6'9". He's just a bit bigger than most players on the court at the moment.
Zaire Williams made his first free throw. Waiting on the second one, and there's a 12-point lead for the Knights. And here's Zaire Williams for his last free throw.
And again, thank you for joining us here at Notre Dame Sports Network for this great rivalry game between Notre Dame versus Crespi. We have about 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Of course, Notre Dame with a 13-point lead. Crespi trying to fight this back with all their might. Let's see how the end of this game plays out.
That was number 4, Ellis Kahn. Made it in a little toilet bowl. Oh, the ball's out. Crespi's going to be playing a full court press from now on. It looks like it's going to be a jump ball. Who gets it? Waiting on the call. And it looks like it will be Notre Dame's Notre Dame's ball.
Even though Notre Dame has this lead right now, Notre Dame is still fighting hard. Notre Dame itself is making it their mission to impose as much as they can on Crespi at the moment and not give them a fighting chance back.
Zaire Williams gets fouled. He's about to do a dunk just to give a little show to the castle.
Williams still trying to give Notre Dame the show that they always get from Williams, but now Crespi is playing the foul game. They're going to be fouling the star player so they can stop the clock, and the star player will have to shoot free throws in late game situations where it's a little bit close. So we'll see if that works out with Crespi, but Williams has always been a pretty solid free throw shooter.
Notre Dame has the bonus now. And checking into the game is number 21, Cole Gorin, taking out number 2, Brandon Perez. Now 12-point lead for the Knights. We're waiting to see if Williams will make his second and final free throw, and he does. Now here comes number 10, Josh Montiano, one of the other freshmen on Crespi's team, bringing it up. Oh, and it's stolen by Zaire Williams. Here's the dunk show. Slam dunk contest. Here we go. It's a show here at Notre Dame. We don't play around here.
Hold your horses, Notre Dame. Did you see what Zaire Williams brought to the table?
And he gets fouled, so it might be extra points for Notre Dame after that crazy slam dunk.
Zaire Williams didn't just raise the roof. He completely broke the roof with that play. There's no doubt about it. The entire castle went off. The entire building went off. And now Notre Dame is on that lead at the moment.
It's a 15-point lead now for Notre Dame. Castle's chanting MVP for Zaire Williams. I mean, just give it to him now. Just give it to him now.
And Zaire Williams deserves those MVP chants. He's been such an important player for Notre Dame throughout this entire season that I don't think it would have been the same without him.
He misses his free throw, so it's still a 15-point game. Knights with the lead. As you can see, Notre Dame, they really came out in the fourth quarter, scoring tons of points here and there and everywhere. As Kyle Owens, looking around, gets an option with Robert Power. Power going in, passes it back to Owens. Owens for 3, misses it. Zaire Williams with the rebound. The whistle is blown. And so it's going to be going on Crespi's way. And it'll be Crespi ball. Passing it in for Crespi's number 12, Colin Weems, sophomore. Robert Power with the ball. Pass it to Kyle Owens. Owens with the dunk and the and one. So Owens answers back with a dunk. Not as impressive, but hey, it's a dunk to dunk.
Still a good dunk. Still a good dunk. Kyle Owens definitely wants to show Notre Dame that Zaire Williams isn't the only great player on the court, on the floor right now.
So here comes Kyle Owens after he got fouled on that play. He gets a free throw and he misses it though. Oh. Zaire Williams is hurt. His team helps him up. He's okay though. If I was Coach Sargent, Zaire looks like he got a dead leg there. But if I was Coach Sargent, I think a few more points from Notre Dame. I think I'll take out all the starters, put in mostly seniors last night here at Notre Dame, last home game, and just let them play out. See what happens.
Yeah, unless Notre Dame makes it to the playoffs, it will be their last year. Kyle Owens with that attempted putback, but this might be for a lot of these players their last great night here at Notre Dame, including, of course, Bryce Cooper, Ryan Hicks, Julian Richwain, Jacques Bunasar, Elijah Pack, Cole Goring, Tyler Ganem, Alex Blanco, Daniel Fitzmaurice, Chance Turkmeni, they've all been such a great aspect to Notre Dame, and this will be their final night here. So I think Coach Sargent and everyone else definitely wants to see them play some more. As right now, Zaire Williams went for the free throws. But not only that, for Crespi, seniors Kyle Owens and Ellis Khan, this is their last night ever for Crespi. It's definitely going to be.
They will go to the Mission League playoffs, but still, they won't get regular season.
It will definitely be a tough one for them, as this will be their last regular season game. We don't know when their last game overall will be, as they will make the playoffs with their record, but it's definitely been impressive for them over these last few years at Crespi.
So Kyle Owens with the layup and gets it. Crespi going the full court press. This is Williams. Schultzberg wide open. Schultzberg with the layup, easy layup, but he misses it. Ouch. Oh, stolen by number 12, Colin Weems. And he makes the layup. Crespi's cutting the lead close now. Williams passes to Abunasar, and Crespi gets the ball again. Crespi's coming back. It's now an 11-point game. Notre Dame's lead with 1:52 left.
And Crespi is trying to fight back as hard as they can now. Almost 2 failed attempts there to try and get the ball out. Crespi is just pushing as hard as they can on their bench. Schultzberg had a great run there, but he just couldn't finish the layup.
So here comes number 55, Casey Anuloa.
Now, Anuloa has had a great game tonight. He's been down and dirty in the paint, as well as getting those second chance points. He's definitely been very impressive for the team. So he's been a big aspect of Crespi trying to stay in this game right now.
As he makes his first free throw, and checking into the game is number 2, Brandon Perez. 4, number 21, Cole Gorin, another senior for Notre Dame. As here is Casey Anuloa, his second and final free throw attempt. And here is the shot. Ning gets it. Crespi cuts the lead down to 9 after that. After those 2 free throws by Anuloa. And it looks like Coach Sargent and the Knights will take a timeout, talk things over, get the defense going. 1:52, Crespi can still very well come back. So they just want to get their lead out of the way, so they can play some seniors, get the win against their rival, Crespi.
Yeah, definitely. Every time you come into Notre Dame, everyone knows exactly that it's a big rivalry between Crespi. And these guys have been here for 4 years, so they know true and well that
how big this game is.
So they definitely want a piece of the action that's going on right now. But I think Coach Sargent is definitely trying his best to keep the game as far away as possible. And since there's only about 1:52 left, with about a 11-point lead for Notre Dame, he'll definitely try and keep that lead. But if there's time, he'll definitely put some people in. He definitely wants to see some. I think he definitely wants to see some of the crowd amping themselves up a bit, because they see their friends in it. They see their great friends that they've seen for 4 years. So it's definitely a big night for all the seniors, not just the people playing.
Especially Fitzy. I'm sure everyone in that castle wants to see Fitzy play some more. Here comes Williams bringing it up, sprinting down court. Oh, shoots it. Looks like it gets blocked, but it's going to be a foul called on number 3, Kyle Owens. Zaire's going to go to the line for 2, hoping to bring this game to an 11-point lead if he makes both of these free throws. So here comes Zaire with his first attempt.
Now, Williams has been at the line a lot over these last few plays. Crespi knows that they just want to keep fouling him. They don't want to give him a chance to run away with a 3-pointer or a good dunk or anything. So they're definitely trying to impose some kind of fear factor on him that they'll keep fouling him.
They want to slow down the star for Notre Dame as he misses his first free throw, but he makes the second one. 10-point lead for Notre Dame. Here comes number 1, Robert Power. He's going to bring it up for Crespi.
And attention to all juniors as well. Just as you're not missing out this game, you definitely don't want to miss out on winter immersion. Applications are due soon, so most definitely turn them in for a great life experience on immersion.
And Anulawea makes his layup.
Now, even though Onolua isn't the biggest player on the court, he makes his presence felt big. He can just get inside and tough out everyone else.
Anulawea fouls Schultzberg, as Schultzberg is going to go to the line for 2.
Now, freshman Ben Schultzberg, who's at the line right now, he's had a pretty good game today.
So far.
At the beginning of the game, I was noticing that Zaire Williams, even though he wasn't doing great, he was passing it off to Schultzberg because I think he realized that Schultzberg was going to get hot in the beginning of the game, and he did. He had some good points. He had a good three-pointer as well.
A few good three-pointers, yeah.
So even though Williams is the star player, he definitely knows that Schultzberg and, of course, accompanying freshman Brandon Perez
are the future of this program.
Future of this team right now. And he wanted to show the Notre Dame crowd and everyone watching that what kind of talent these freshmen have, as Schultzberg is right now at the free throw.
Schultzberg misses his first free throw. Here comes his second and final free throw. 1 minute 14 left in the game with a 9-point lead for Notre Dame after Schultzberg's free throw. Here comes Power bringing it up. Power looking around. Power with the shot. Misses it. Tries to get his rebound, but Richwayne, Power yanks him down. But everything's okay. And it looks like it's going to be Notre Dame's ball.
A little bit of roughness this game. I mean, of course, we know that it's a very tight rivalry between the two schools, but they've been just hammering down on each other the entire game. A lot of fouls, a lot of smackdowns onto the floor. Richwayne has had 2. Williams also had 2 falls. There's just been a lot of hard fouls this entire game.
That's right. And here we have Richwayne going to the line, makes his first attempt. Now Notre Dame, they now have the bonus plus, which they will go to the line for any foul anywhere on the court. As Richwayne gets his second attempt right now. And he gets it. So here comes Power. He's going to bring it up for Crespi yet again. Now under a minute left in the senior night. Final game for Crespi's regular season and final home game for Notre Dame. But Notre Dame still gets another game as they play in a tournament this weekend, and they'll play teams like St. John Bosco.
Yeah, so it's definitely not the fastest end of the game right now with under a minute left. But as you can see, Julian Richwayne coming off for Notre Dame. It's been a great 4 years for him here at the castle, here at the Notre Dame court. It's definitely been illustrious for him here. He's been a 3-point monster ever since he stepped on court here.
Notre Dame gets the rebound. That was number 21, Cole Gorin. He gets fouled. And he'll go to the line for 2. So, as we said earlier, Notre Dame will play a very good St. John Bosco basketball team. And they still need some help for Mission League playoffs. They should be good for CIF playoffs, but they need some help on the outside, including Chaminade. They need Chaminade to beat Harvard Westlake tonight. And if they do, Notre Dame will be in the Mission League playoff.
Yeah, and Harvard Westlake is definitely a tough team to play. Johnny Jazang, another top-rated junior. Mason Hooks, a top-rated center as well. They're both on Harvard Westlake, and they're both great players for them, as Harvard Westlake did have a 17-5 record overall.
So here comes Power bringing it up. And it was Owens with a nice little around the rim layup. Notre Dame's with Crespi fouls Zaire Williams again. No surprise there, trying to have Notre Dame if they want Notre Dame to get some points, they don't want the clock to be running. So they will just keep on fouling them as the crowd's chanting to have Ryan Hicks, number 5, come into the game. Let's see if Coach Sargent listens.
So now with about 30 seconds left, this might be Jack Abunasar's and Cole Goring's last few minutes for Notre Dame. We're seeing right now 3 very young players. Zaire Williams, who's a junior, and Brandon Perez and Ben Schultzberg, number 2 and number 3, who are
Here
freshmen.
comes the
But it
seniors.
looks like we're finally getting
We're gonna get
the rotation we needed. Number 54, Daniel Fitzmaurice. Number 5, Ryan Hicks. Number 12, Elijah Pack. Number 3, Bryce Cooper.
All
It's time for the
seniors
seniors to
coming
come in.
in. Zaire Williams going to stay in to do his free throws, but once he's done, they're going to take him out for number 23, Alexander Blanco. With an 11-point lead, I think, and 32 seconds left, I think Notre Dame's comfortable to put these seniors in. Fitzy's playing back. And Zaire makes it. And here, Zaire Williams is going to exit the game for number 23, Alexander Blanco.
It's an all-senior lineup. 30 seconds left, 58-46. It might be the end of these seniors' times at the court. It's definitely a very emotional time for them. They spent 4 years here, 4 years of hard work, and it's coming down now. 58-49 now, about 20 seconds left.
Oh, here we go. Number 3, Bryce Cooper gets it. Looking for Fitzy to get something here. Elijah Pack loses it for a second, but he gets it back. As we mentioned earlier, all seniors are on the court. Looking to maybe get Fitzy a point, maybe Bryce Cooper a point. Who knows? It's Ryan. Oh, the ball almost got stuck up there. But Ryan Hicks allows it not to happen after he got that attempt. 1 second left for half court, misses it. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Notre Dame wins 58-49 against their rivals from the town on the other side, the Crespi Celts. What a game we had here tonight, as Notre Dame will go on to play St. John Bosco in a few days. Crespi will finish the game 21-6 and on a 3-game losing streak, whereas Notre Dame will finish the game 15-10. That's it for us here. Thank you for watching and have a great night.